And yes, that is a fresh pot of coffee, guys.
Good morning, ducks! Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Duck Adventure for 4 a.m. I don't believe this. I was in bed and I heard a whole bunch of noise outside, and it turns out the ducks were outside in the dark. The Muscovy were sitting out in front of the shed. It's too hot in the barn. I was just in the barn and it's plus 5 degrees in there. And the way they're running over to the water, they're a little bit thirsty. Yeah, it was too warm in the barn. I don't know if I said this already because it's 4 a.m. and I'm still half asleep, but good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Duck Adventure for December the 31st. And by the time you are watching this, it is the new year. I can't believe these ducks. I was laying in bed, I could hear this quacking, and it was like, I thought there's something wrong outside. Got the flashlight, and yeah, sure enough, a bunch of ducks were outside. I knew when I saw the time, 4 a.m., I thought the building's too warm. Then I looked at the thermometer, and it's only -2. It's absolutely beautiful out. Sure enough, guys, look at this. They're all calm and relaxed now. It's only been maybe about 15 minutes. I didn't go into the pen and turn the other lights on the side of the shed. But just look at that. That's what they wanted. They wanted to be outside. And the barn's too warm for them. Well, I guess, you know, you're outside ducks like these guys are. It's just you can't be inside unless it's extreme. So I'm going to keep an eye on the weather. And if we're having these mild nights like -5, -2, I'm just going to leave the pen lights on. Because I couldn't believe how loud they were, guys. Like, I only had my window open maybe a ½ inch. And I could hear the quacking like crazy, and they were outside freaked out because it was dark outside, and in the barn's too hot. Well, +5 in the barn. And all the Muscovies were outside, like they weren't even in the shed. Like, I'm actually standing out here with no jacket, no hat. It's absolutely gorgeous out. I can see why the ducks wanted out. Well, I guess I'll start editing. Get an early start today. How do you screw yourself up? Get up at 4 a.m. when you're not ready, and then have a shower and start editing. I went back to sleep, guys. I fell asleep on the couch. It was about, I don't know, about 5:30. I couldn't do any more editing, and I just woke up at 8:30. So I'm out here. I haven't got tonight's episode done yet. So my plan today is I'm going to get all my work done and then go back inside when I'm more awake. I'm actually out here hoping the fresh air is going to wake me up. Man, getting up at 4 this morning, did not count on that. The ducks, they don't like this warm weather. Well, they like the warm weather, they just don't want to be inside. And the next, actually 3 nights, it's warm. It's actually only -2 right now. And it's, we're not supposed to get like some, I think it's some Sunday night. I think Sunday night, the weather's like locked down, -24. Then the next day is like high of 14 and then -19. So we've got about 4 or 5 days of nice weather here with the ducks. Not 4 or 5 days, 3 days. I mean, Sunday night is going to turn nasty here. So the ducks are going to enjoy this nice weather, which they are right now. So let's get egg recon happening here. I got a slight camera problem. It's snowing right now and my camera's warm and it's melting on the camera. So I got to put the camera in the building here. We're going to be doing a pivot head morning here. I was hoping to set the camera up here while I'm doing my chores so you guys can see it, but I didn't pre-chill the camera, and I didn't, well, I didn't count on it being, snowing again. Snow. Watch, this winter's going to be just non-stop snow. Okay, camera's in a safe place. It'll get chilled, and this way when the snow hits it, it doesn't melt. Okay, let's do a recon, get the chores done, and then back to my plowing. They want to come out of the pen. That's what they want to do. Well, I'll leave the gate open if they want to come out. Not a lot of places they can go. Yeah, look at this. They're gonna come out. Wouldn't you know it, eh? They're gonna give us a morning rush, and I'm using the pivot heads. I'll step back. Oh, look at this. Oh, Doug's coming over. Doug, come here. Doug, heel. Oh, I wish I had the big camera. I didn't know they wanted out. Look at this. Oh, they're going up to where I plowed. I don't think they're going to stay out of the pen for long. These ducks are crazy. I think it's just freedom they like. Then again, if you think of it, guys, there's ducks here that are, this is their third winter. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, man, ducks. Oh, I thought I heard a Muscovy flying. Yeah, I did, but he landed inside the pen. Or she landed inside the pen. Well, I didn't count on that. We got a morning rush to go nowhere. Okay, egg recon. And then get back to my plan today. See, look at that, -2. It's just gorgeous out. Well, I know they woke me up, at 4 o'clock. I couldn't believe the noise they were making. The fact that I could hear them as clear as a bell in my bedroom, and I only had my door open like not even a half an inch. Okay, that's it for in here. Yeah, I don't see any eggs. Nothing. All right, let's go to the barn. Girl, why don't you just fly? Oh, the ducks. I'm pumping my basement. My basement's still flooding right now, guys. I've got my pump running, and the ducks are playing in the water in the driveway. Oh man, I got a lot of snow to plow today. All right, let's get this egg recon done, and I can go and sit on the tractor again for 4 hours. So on Sunday, I'm going to clean everything out, all new straw in the buildings. I'm going to get everything ready because the weather forecast is real winter stuff, guys. Like -24, highs of only -14, which means that, if it's -24 at night, it's going to be like, 1, 2 in the afternoon before we hit the high. So the ducks will be in lockdown. I'll be playing water boy. Total lockdown. So from now till Sunday, I'm going to have the lights on for the ducks outside, and they can have some fun in this mild weather, because as you see, winter to these ducks means very little. I'm a little bit worried right now. I have the gate open, and Doug is running free. So my first thing I have to do is get the driveway done so I can close the gate again. I just don't like the gate open with Doug, because he, for some reason, he just has to keep going up the driveway to smell stuff like he's doing right now. Snowing. I hope this winter's not a snowathon. They're looking for dirt. The driveway, is not a very big place for them to go. They're looking around, they're thinking, okay, what's going on here? Everything's changed.
They want to go over to the creek. I have a hunch once I start plowing, they're going to work their way back into the pen. Okay, Goose, you're pulling out feathers, and that little female's letting you. That's a new goose, new gander. How did that slip through? That's supposed to be a female. Well, there's a goose that has to go. It looks like he's got a little bit of gray on the bottom. It might be dirt. It's definitely not a female. Damn. That's one bird we don't need here. Just listen to these ducks. Well, they all had their bath in my flooded basement. You know, the Muscovies are so antisocial. The majority of them are in the pen here. I think there's maybe like 3 females out with the rest of them. 4 females. They're either in the barn, they're in the shed, or they're in the pen here. I just heard a coyote. I just heard a chatter. You don't hear that very often in the middle of the day. We got a coyote back there. Well, he ain't gonna come in the yard. Not with this deep snow. Not good hunting in this stuff with them. They won't risk coming in. They might be on the perimeter chattering, but they ain't gonna visit us. Alright, we got a slight problem in duck paradise here, guys. They're at my front door. Come on, ducks. There's so many other better places that you can duck poop. Not right at my front door. Look at this. I think they're looking at themselves in the reflection of the glass. I think that's what they were doing. No, dog, don't lick that. I'll scrape that off right now. No, Doug. Oh, you drive me crazy with the shovel. No, no. Hey, hey. What does that mean? It means no. No, but I want to play. I want to play. Oh, Doug, you're a crazy dog. Oh, the cool weather, eh, Doug? Keeps you all frisky. Okay, back. 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 Woof. Yeah, the ducks don't like the tractor. I started it, and they are heading back to the pen. Ducks having crow problems today. They want to go back to the pen, but they don't want to go back to the pen.
You know, years ago, I used to actually enjoy plowing. Used to enjoy cutting the lawn too. Hate it all now. It's boring. Total waste of time. They don't want to go back in the pen though. They're looking for grass. Oh, this is the next area that I gotta plow. I gotta go finish the laneway. The snow's deep enough that I can't run the tractor with the blade angled and run it just down the driveway. I've gotta go back and forth, back and forth. It's a real pain, guys. It's slow going. Lots of snow, and the ground is not frozen, and that's making the snow wet and heavy on the bottom.
Look at my dog waiting. He's so good. He's sitting there watching me plow. He's also on the lookout for crows. The ducks have been going back and forth into the pen. Well, actually, specifically, they're going into the metal shed and eating. And it's like, I keep missing it because I'm on the tractor, but I look up and I see this trail, or not trail, but a long line, I should say, of ducks going into the shed. They have a snack, and then they come back out. These ducks just don't like being in the pen. They'd rather be out, even in this deep snow, which is not like them normally. Poor Doug. The flapping wings screw him right up. Come here. Doug, heel. 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 Well, close, but no cigar, Doug. You're supposed to be on my side, not in front of me. All right, well, I'll start plowing this section. I got the driveway done. Oh, I hate this job. Well, let's sneak up on Doug. Look at him. He's staying close to his ducks. Oh, Dougie. I came around the last time you were sitting there watching them. Dougie. Oh, guys, I've been shoveling the snow. It seems like for days. I think it has been days, actually. Oh, man, there's a lot of snow. Doug. You want to chew on me or the shovel? Hey? Oh, dog, you make it hard to get work done. You know, it's getting late when the ducks go into the pen on their own. And I'm still shoveling snow. I don't believe this, guys. I blew the chain. Well, I broke it, actually. I gotta fix that. I ain't doing that tonight. Well, it looks like we're plowing again tomorrow. I don't believe this. I was trying to get around here tonight and get the shovel. I got the other two sides shoveled. Oh man, lots, and it snow's wet from the ground. You can actually see the light green in the snow. Well, that's moisture. And of course, you know, it would have to break at the wrong end of the yard. I've got to get up the hill with one chain. I just missed the Muscovy flying around the whole yard. Came out of the garage after putting the tractor away. The broken tractor. Well, the broken chain on the tractor. Fix it tomorrow. I got to fill up their water here and do a modification on my camera. No, Doug, it's crows. Don't go barking. I totally forgot. I was walking back from the garage and I went, oh, I still got to dig out the wire on the bottom. Because the bottom wire is my weasel stopping wire. I bet you the ducks will sleep outside tonight. Because it's -2. I can't see them going in the building. Man, they're a tough little bird. Well, Colin, I was just thinking of you. I thought, oh, a snowboard would be so much easier to walk down the edge of the pen with. That little Muscovy that's flying around the yard. She just landed right beside me here while I'm digging. She's confused on how to get back into the pen. You can fly a little more, duck, to get in the pen. You either overshot it or you were too short on the landing. Well, I should have replaced my electric fence before winter got here, guys. It's getting so stretched that the poly rope that the wire is wound up through is stretching, and that's why I'm getting sometimes these dead shorts. So I just use baler twine to snug it back up, not too tight, because I don't know if it's on the verge of snapping. So I just want to tighten it up here, just so that the wire doesn't touch the fence. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I noticed when I dug it out, it was far too loose. And that's the way I've found the best way to fix them. I'll go do my duck chores now. Fence is all dug out. Ducks are safe. They're having far too much fun in there. They need water in their bathtub, though. They've emptied it completely. So at 4:45, guys, on New Year's Eve, I'm going in the garage. I'll probably turn the camera on for you guys to show you what I'm doing to the camera setup and the Gorilla Grip that Eric got us, because I need to modify it. I got a bad feeling that if I don't modify it tonight, next time I use the camera, I could break something. So I'll be going to the garage here, and then that'll be it. And I think I'm going to be late putting my episode up tonight, guys, because I'm really, it's New Year's Eve, and I really don't feel like going in to edit. So when you're watching New Year's Eve's episode on New Year's Day, you'll know what happened when you watch this video, why I'm late. Because I've been shoveling snow for days. Got a short here from the snow. Doug is totally freaked out. He came over to me, I was at the water, and he came over and he just started pushing against me really hard. Dougie, you don't like the fence, do you? So that's what the snow can do. And Doug doesn't like the sound of it at all. Oh, Dougie, oh, you're coming up. Don't come close to me. All right. So I probably should turn this off to do this. Oh. There we go. Stopped. Dougie, as soon as you heard that snap sound, oh, he didn't like it. Came over and started pushing against me. I guess he remembers the snap sound, and he associates it with that sensation he had on the end of his nose before he did the 6.5 kilometer run to the tape factory in town. I really should be inside editing, but I've got to get this fixed, because like I said, I've got a bad feeling that if I don't do this modification, I could have an owie here on the show that would seriously screw us up. So what the problem is I don't know if you can see this. Inside here, there's a big thumb screw. Well, this screws onto the thumb screw, and the thumb screw screws into this that holds it onto this rack. I need to mount this onto the rack, so it has nothing to do with this with the camera, because what's happening is when I move, you can see it move. Well, that's actually loosening and putting stress. It's loosening the connection to the camera, but it's also putting stress on the camera's connection. So I've got to I just want to eliminate this stress that I'm giving on the nut inside the camera, and I want to make this rigid because it keeps turning on me like this. So when I'm done, it will be absolutely rigid, and then the whole unit will be much more robust, and I can manhandle it the way I normally manhandle it. Because the reason I have my camera on this contraption, this they call it the X Grip, is because it just allows me to almost throw the camera around while I'm filming the ducks. I don't have to be as careful. It gives me a lot more flexibility. So I'm going to do some flexibility adjusting here, and we'll get this happening. So here's the camera unit, and this is the piece that screws the camera on, which I'll show you here if I can get in here. There's, I hope I'm videotaping this for you guys. And that's how it screws onto this hand grip. And then you tighten it up, and that's all it should be. I don't like it being wrenched around because that's all that's just a little piece that screws into that camera. So then when I screw this onto the bottom of this, you'll see there's a hole, and this will screw into here. This is the adapter that fits onto this, and this piece here actually goes like that, and it slides on, and then you tighten it, and then this holds onto the base. Well, the problem is that it's putting undue stress on the connection that goes to the camera, and that's what I want to eliminate. So I'm going to mount this permanently on the bottom of this. That's the plan. Okay, so this is what I've come up with, guys. I took this plate out of the bottom of this. It was in the bottom here. It was held in with these 4 screws. It goes in right here, like that. So I took it out. I've got the adapter plate here. Now I'm going to just take out this piece here, this screw. Okay, so the screw just unscrews. I've got some small 6mm, I think they're 6mm metric bolts. That fits in there perfect. I'm going to put this here, like this. Now I do have some room to play with on the other side, because of the way the design of this should work. And I have one concern, which is the little thumb screw for tightening the actual Gorilla Grip onto this adapter. It's going to be interesting to see how this is going to turn out. I might have to put a spacer in, but that's what I've come up with so far. Let me tighten her up, and we'll give her a crack here. As I mentioned earlier, I knew that I needed to put some spacer in there, so I thought I'll put it in right off the start instead of screwing around with it. So what I did was I put a big washer, a very thick one here, another one so this little bolt won't slide through. I wanted to spread out the force on the plastic here, and that's tight. I just tightened it, just hand tighten it, and that's like seriously there. I don't think I'm going to have any problems. I think it's going to make this whole unit much more rigid. Alright, so I'm going to put it together and see how this works. Well, I'm more concerned, can I tighten this because of these legs. I don't want to have to cut the legs off. I need those legs for if I take this off. So, well, I should have tried it before I put the spacer in, because I ended up taking the spacer out. So now the plate on the bottom, you can see it here, is tight against this plastic. I've got a 6mm bolt that goes through, comes through here with the big washers inside. Seems pretty sturdy and like pretty rigid now. That was the problem, was it was making the camera. I didn't like that stress with the camera flexing. I just thought, if I'm going to wreck something, I'd rather wreck a $39 bracket than the camera. But I don't think this is going to be wrecked. Now that's solid. Like there's no give at all. It's like it's one. I might have to put a set screw through it just so that it doesn't twist. We'll see how it works. I got it pretty tight though. Alright, let's put the camera back on her. Right on. That was the one thing I didn't like the last couple of days. Now that's problem solved. It's solid. Alright, let's get the camera back on her. Oh yes, almost forgot. My other big aluminum tripod, the one that I filmed down in the swamp with, and anything I want to, with the camera higher off the ground, it has an adapter plate, which now I can put back onto where it was, which was onto here. it didn't have the flex problem because it's stationary. It's because this Gorilla Grip, I'm using it in a mobile application that is putting the stress on. Right on. So I'm going to be able to keep the adapter so I can slap it onto the other tripod without screwing around. Okay, it's done. It's the answer. It's solid. It doesn't give now at all. You can shake it. Camera's not affected by it whatsoever. So we've got a nice strong setup. Don't have to. I didn't like that connection that it had before. It was just too much stress on the camera. So that's it for tonight, guys. I'm done. It's late. I've been shoveling snow far too much. I got to shovel more tomorrow. And I wish you all I hope you all have a great happy new year, or had a great happy new year actually by the time you see this episode. And I'm sorry that there's no episode on New Year's Eve, but it's like 6:30 and I can't go in there and start editing and get it even up in time. Unfortunately, it's a long process. A lot longer than a lot of you realize. So I'll have it up for you tomorrow. So the camera equipment is totally up to snuff and ready to go here. Good for the new year. All right. Hope you had a good new year, guys. Come on, ducks. Make some noise. Nothing. I don't believe this. You guys are seriously laid back. I want to wish you all a happy new year and say thank you for your support. And I can't say thanks enough, guys. You've unbelievable what you've done for me, and I look forward to 2016 with the ducks and you following me along on this crazy adventure. So I hope you all had a great, happy, safe new year, and I wish you all nothing but good feelings, guys. Nothing. You guys have given me so much good. I feel so positive about 2016, and I thank you, and I wish you all a happy new year.